So children, in the last class we have discussed about the searching techniques, and in the searching technique we have discussed about the linear search and the binary search. Now in these questions what we have done, that we have just searched for a number in the array. In the whole array the number will be searched. Now before we could start the next kind of operations on array, we have one more important thing left, or one important program left, where we will be finding the maximum and minimum in an array. So why I have done this? Because first I have explained you about the searching technique where you have searched for the numbers. Now that we are looking to start the next topic, that is sorting operations in an array. So in that case what will happen, that to give you a better understanding of the topic, I am providing to you this program in which we will be finding the maximum and minimum in an array. Okay, so see, in this program what we have done, that first we have defined a class over here, and in that class what we have done, that we have to do this using the function. So we will be doing what? We will be defining two functions, that is for one for the maximum and one for the minimum, and then what we will be doing, we will be just invoking or calling these functions from the main functions. So that is what we would like to implement over here. Now coming over to the program, yes, this calling part will happen, but before that we will be discussing about the functions that we have. So over here on the board you can see that one of the function is public static int maximum and the other function is public static int minimum. So one function is to find the maximum and the other is to find the minimum over here. Now after this, let us discuss the maximum part. So in the maximum what we have did, that first we have declared a variable, that is maxim, and in that we have taken the value on the 0th index. See, we have to compare the thing now. If we have to compare the thing, one number has to be kept aside so that we can just compare that number with the numbers in the array. And we are starting this from 0th index. This is only because maybe the maximum number found will be on the 0th index. So what we have did, that in maxim we have stored the value of the array on the 0th index. So on the 0th index we have stored the number. Okay. Now after this we are searching for the array, and the indexing of array start with 0, but over here it is started with I equal to 1. This is only because already we have taken the index number of 0 over here in the maxim value. So we will compare the value maxim with the first index element of the array. So that's why we have written I equal to 1, and it will run until I less than t dot length. So the number of elements t dot length will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 9 elements are there. So this condition will be for first time when it will be running, it will be 1 less than 9. Now when this condition will be, yes, this condition is right over here, so you will enter the body and you will execute the statement of t1 greater than maximum. So t1 is on the first index, the element is 15, and on the 0th index the element is 15. Okay, on the first index the element is 15, on the 0th index the element is 10. Now we are comparing this value t of 1. T of 1 is 15 greater than 10. Yes, this condition is true. In this case what will happen, when this condition is true, you will insert the value on the first index t of 1 into the maxim variable. So we have just swapped the values, or we have done what? We have just changed the value of this maxim variable, because the next value is greater than this, the first on the 0th index. Okay. In the similar way, you will be keep on checking for the condition over here, and finally when the condition is right, what will happen? The maximum value will be selected over here. Okay. Now coming over to the minimum part, again in minimum function also we have done the thing that we have just declared, or we have just taken the minim variable over here, in that we have stored the value on the zeroth index. And again we will be comparing the same thing, just the difference is that over here we have written it as t of I is greater than maximum, and just over here the condition will be just opposite of it when we will be finding the minimum. So t of I is less than minimum. So in the similar way, this process will go on for the minimum, just for this minimum number, but just the process is opposite, that we will be comparing the next number. If the next number is less than the index number that is earlier than that, so you will just change the number. Okay, in this way the process will go on. So this is the concept for the maximum and the minimum function over here. And after this, what we need to do, once we have declared the function over here, the next thing to do over here is to just go to the main function and just call the what function, so that the process can be completed. Now coming over to the main function, public static void main string args. In this, first we have to provide a value to the function. Over here you can see that array is taken as an input over here. So how array will be taken if it is not declared in the main function? So in the first line of this code, we have first declared the array by the name array, and we have used this 10, 15, 8, 3, 1, 93, 85, 98 and 7. Okay, so this is the array we have declared, and then we have taken two variables over here, that is max and min. Okay, max and min variable we have taken, and in the max we have called the function maximum array, and in the minimum we have called the function minimum array. So we have just stored this number in this array, and from here on it will be calling the maximum function over here. In this it will be passed on, and in case of minimum, what will happen? In case of minimum, it will be directly passed to the minimum number over here, minimum function over here. So once we have called the function like this, we need to just print the thing. So we have written the two statements over here, system.out.println maximum number is max, and over here system.out.println minimum number is min. Okay, so this is the way you will be finding the maximum and minimum number in an array, or the minimum and maximum value in an array. So that's it in this video.